Hi everyone, my name is Cunningham, Managing Director of Storm, and just in the next 5 minutes I'm just going to show you very quickly a quick revision on cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR. You might recall this is one of the critical components, whether it be leading up for defibrillation or indeed just keeping someone alive. So I'm just going to go through now some of the key stages for CPR. First thing we're going to do is just put what was called scene assess. Make sure you do not become the second casualty, and this is so often the case, particularly in road traffic accidents or possibly something at work where something's happened, and when your adrenaline is pumping, I'm afraid your decision-making skills completely go out the window. So in terms of keeping yourself scene assessed and making sure that you're going to keep yourself safe, is please make sure if you're in a road traffic accident you place the handbrake on, switch the engine off, and you actually get out of the car in a considered manner. The next thing we're going to do with our casualty, again this is just a quick revision, is try and get some sort of response. And this could be talking to them, this could be giving me a prod on the side, maybe a quick smack on the face, anything at all to try and get some sort of response. If you get a response, it means that the airway's open, they're clearly conscious, the airway's open, therefore they're breathing, and therefore automatically their heart is going. So that's a fantastic situation. If you don't get a response, then it means it's clearly more serious, and make sure someone gets their call into the paramedics. The next thing we're going to do is just see if the person's breathing. This is the one and only trick and one and only technique that we use to see if the person's heart is going. So we don't look for pulses or anything like that, because it's incredibly difficult to find out if someone has got a pulse, particularly if you're outside, particularly if you've got a very weak pulse. So in this particular case, we're going to see if they're breathing. So first and foremost, extend the airway. Have a look inside. If you've got, it's a food mask, maybe false teeth, anything like that, then obviously remove those with a pincer movement. And then we're going to go nice down and close, looking across the chest cavity, looking, listening, feeling, and we're going to hold that for about 8 to 10 seconds. And we're looking to see if there is any rising of the chest, if I can feel or if I can hear the person breathing. In addition, the lips here will have gone bright, possibly bright blue. The membrane just underneath the eye there, and also the backs of fingernails. All these are good indication of someone that might have stopped breathing. So we're going to hold that position for 8 to 10 seconds, and I'm after normal cyclical breathing. Normal breathing as you would expect. Not gasping, nothing like that, but normal cyclical breathing. We're going to assume now that you can't see any of that, no indication that the person is breathing, so automatically we now assume the person has stopped and their heart has stopped beating. Right, when it comes to now CPR, this is now the cardiopulmonary resuscitation, or in this particular case, we're going to compress the chest. This is to keep the heart pumping around to the blood and the rest of the organs. Decide where about the centre of the chest is. It's normally sort of a line drawn underneath the arms. Put that pad of skin there onto the sternum, interlock the hands and get off onto the knees. We're then going to do good compressions, about 4 to 6 centimetres for an adult, maybe 3 to 4 maybe for a child, and to the pace of about Staying Alive or Nelly the Elephant. So it's about 120 beats per minute, and it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So good compressions. So we've got a good rhythm going, and we're going to do about 30 of those compressions. It doesn't really matter if you do about 35 or 28. The point is you're beating.
So maintain good rhythm and good compressions, and now into giving 2 rescue breaths. So extend the airway back, look in, see if there's any there, and then cupping over the mouth. 2 rescue breaths straight in, and then back onto the compressions once again.
And then back onto the compressions again. And you're going to keep that up until either you're so exhausted you can't do it anymore. I'd suggest you probably still can find the energy from somewhere. Maybe the situation is so hazardous that you've got to remove yourself, and you tried your very best but you've got to move on. Maybe you successfully resuscitated, which is fantastic. And the final reason you'll stop this is if the paramedics have actually arrived and now assisting you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, a very quick refresher just on cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR. And remember that the most important is the chest compressions. So if you remember the Vinnie Jones advert a couple of years ago, it's compression only resuscitation. So even if you can't for some reason has to get anywhere near the face for whatever reason, or indeed they might have been choking and therefore their airway is automatically blocked, then resuscitation just by compression only is the way to just keep them alive until the paramedics arrive with their advanced life-saving treatment. Thank you very much. My name is Jonathan Cunningham.